Hi, I'm Mr. Heng. In this video, you shall learn exponential function. In the previous video, you learned the law of indices. We will use this for a special base which we call the E. So the letter E always denote the constant 2.71828 and so on. So exponential expression can be simplified using the normal rule of algebra. That is the law of indices. So this is the first law. When you have two index number, you multiply, you just add the power. When you divide, you subtract. When the third indices rule is when you have e to the power a bracket, another power, you just multiply to get e to the power ab. And there is a special property as you learned in the previous video. Anything to the power of 0 is 1. So e to the power 0 is 1. So can you take out your scientific calculator, the calculator you have? So you use the e to the power x button. Can you key in e square? You key in the power, the exponential power button and put a 2, then press equal. Do you get this answer? Next, can you key in e to the power 3? Check your answer. Do you get 20.0855? Next, e to the power 1.3. Do you get this answer? 3.6693. D, e to the power minus 1.3. Can you key in the calculator? You get 0.2725. If you have any problem, please try again or ask your lecturer during the consultation hour if you don't get the answer. Now we shall use the law of indices to simplify the exponential function. So what is your answer for e squared times e to the power 4? I'm sure you can get the answer correctly as e to the power 6. Next, when you divide, so you use the second law of indices, you subtract the index indices, you shall get e to the power 1. So anything to the power 1, we will not write the index there, we just leave it as e. So this is the third law of indices. So you shall multiply the two numbers, you shall get e to the power 5. So now you have e to pi as e to the power 3x. Apply the first indices rule. You shall get x plus 3x to give you e to the power 4x. When you divide, same thing. You subtract the power, you shall get e to the power t. When you have a bracket and then power again, apply the third index rule, indices rule, you shall get e to the power 4t. So here, your square root of e to the power 60, you learned in the previous video, we can change it to e to the power 60. The square root will change it to power half. Then you apply the third index rule, you shall get 60 times half or 60 over 2. Your final answer is e to the power 3t. Here, a little bit more complicated. Can you spend a minute to work out this or pause the video? So you expand, you have e to the power 3i times 1, you get e to the power 3y. Then e to the power 3y times e to the power y, you get the second term. Then copy the fourth term. Now you shall simplify using the law of indices. So 3y And the y you add it up, you get e to the power 4y. Now you look at the second and last term, they are of the same indices, so you shall cancel. So that leaves you the final answer, e to the power 3y. Can you pause the video and do this? Let's check your working. So this, of course, e square, you can break it up into this way, or you just apply the third law. So you expand, you get 2 times 2 times 3, then e to the power t times e to the power t times e to the power minus t. Right? So you get 2 times 2 times 3, you get 12. Then t plus t minus t should give you 12e power t. Of course, you may not do it this way, so tedious. You can straight away expand the first bracket to get 4e2t. Then you simplify with the second bracket. Okay, there are more than one way of doing this. So these are some of the questions from the textbook. You may do all this exercise or some of them after this video. And then this is the next questions. Question 4. Try to simplify them as far as possible. You will check your answer at Foundation Mathematics, page 544 and 545. Thank you, class. This is the end of this video.